Hi you guys, welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Brittany, the face behind Heart and Hook. This week's vlog is going to be a little different because I don't really have a plan going into it. There's a few things floating around in my noggin that I want to make, but there's nothing I'm like, oh, I need to make that. I've gathered some yarns from my wall that I really want to work with, and then I think I'll go from there. So I'll show you the yarns first. This Kobu Coal Color from Lion Brand Yarns. I have Country Red, Lily Sugar and Cream. I have Orchid, Lily Sugar and Cream. And then I have a Karen Latte Cake. It is, it's the latte cake in the color cream. If I do the latte cake, I actually think I would have to go and buy a second one because I want to make the Lacy Lou cardigan with this. And unfortunately, one is not enough. I don't want to go out shopping, and I have put myself on a yarn buying ban. So I think this one, unfortunately, is not going to make the cut. For this Country Red Lily Sugar and Cream, I think I would want to make the dumpling bag from by Gall. I'm not entirely sure how to say that, and I'm so sorry if I butchered it. That's a contender because I do need a purse for a wedding we have in like a week. If I use the Kobu yarn, I would probably make another one of my Dragonfly ponchos, which I do actually really want to do in a neutral color because I think I would get more wear out of this one, and I do want to see how this yarn works out because I've never used it before. So that's a contender. I don't actually know what I would use this for. Let me look at my patterns I have. Ooh. Okay, if I was going to use this cone, Lily Sugar and Cream and Orchid, I would do a Luna halter top by Jules Makes. I did the pattern test for them and I absolutely loved the final piece, but I want to make it like way longer, so it's a dress version that I can use as a cover up when we go to like splash parks or the beach or vacation. So those are my options. The crappy weather is kind of making me lean towards the Dragonfly poncho. Also, I just think it would be good for me to have another one in a different yarn. As far as I know, none of my testers are using bamboo. So I really want to see how it works up in that. Okay, I think that's the plan. I think the plan is going to be Dragonfly poncho with the Kobu. Then I will do a dumpling bag, and then I will do a Luna halter, but dress version using this. Also, we're in my bedroom today because I feel like an old lady and I don't want to sit at my desk. I just want to be like lounge back, you know? So I am going to prop my pillows up once I actually get going. Probably put some Crochet by Chris on my TV because she just posted a new video. Once that's done, I am reliving my youth and rewatching Jersey Shore, the OG one from like 2011. And now that I'm watching it as a grown-up, I'm like, holy shit, there's no reason I should have been watching this in the 7th grade. Absolutely insane. Also, we all just watched Sammy be abused for years and nobody did anything. So that's fucking crazy. It's one of those shows you have to throw all your morals out the window in order to enjoy. I'm gonna do that. That's the plan. Go team, thank you so much for helping me out with this. I am going to be using 6mm hook and this Kobu yarn, which actually calls for a 4mm, but I size up for my pattern, so here we go. I actually haven't made one of these since I made the version for, what is happening? For the pattern, and the Kobu yarn is definitely smaller than the Big Twist Living yarn, so I'm curious to see how it works out. As far as the center pull goes, that was not the worst, but also not great. This is a 3, whereas I used 084, but honestly, it's made to measure, so kind of use whatever you want. I think I want to make this one smaller than my last one. Actually, because it is bamboo, it will stretch a little bit. I finished the first 2 rows, so the chain and then 2 other rows. It's 27 rows in total for the size I'm making. So I still have 25 rows left. I don't think I'm going to get it done tonight because children. I'm going to spend some time with them before they go to bed. And then I will just be working on this the rest of the night. So I will show you that. And then, I don't know, when there's an update, I'll show you when there's an update to be had. I want to get at least 9 rows done tonight, which I think is feasible because that's only 7 more rows. So I will come back when I'm ready to work on this again. I've officially finished 11 rows. You can see the dragonfly in this one. I'm probably gonna call it quits for tonight because my back is really starting to hurt and I just always turn up into like a little shrimp when I crochet. So I will be picking this up tomorrow and then hopefully get it done tomorrow. I started this pretty late today. It was like 6:30 I think when I started it, and it's 10:30 now. I didn't crochet for the whole 4 hours though. I was doing mom duties. So honestly, I can definitely get this done tomorrow. So that is the plan. Finish this tomorrow and then maybe start the dumpling bag. See you in a second. Good afternoon, you guys. It is the next day. This is what we're looking like on the poncho. I am officially just past the halfway mark, so this is 14 rows. I need 27. This is all that is left from my first cake. I don't think I'll make it through the next row before I have to tie on another cake. Luckily, I have a few more up there. I don't know as though I'm enjoying this as much as I did when I made it with the acrylic. That might just be because I actually don't think I like bamboo yarn. Also maybe because I was like not super gung-ho and like, oh my gosh, I need to make it. Whereas the first time I made it, I really wanted to make it. I could also just be in a slump because I don't really want to make anything. Like, I want to crochet, but there's nothing I really want to make. So yeah, even though I don't really have motivation to do it, you need to power through and get this done tonight if I'm going to stay on track to getting everything on our list completed. Which, if you don't remember, our list was this poncho, a dumpling bag in this like berry color right here, and then a Luna halter top, but like elongated so it's in a dress out of the orchid color lily sugar and cream cone. Before we get going on this, I thought let's do a little yarn haul. This might actually just derail our whole plans because I didn't think this was actually going to come today. Last time I checked the tracking on this, which was literally yesterday, it showed the shipment was lost. Okay, I went on Yarnspirations. They were having like a Christmas in July thing. It might actually still be going on. And I ordered a whole bunch of shit. So I have this for Nat Hattie Crafter, French blue, which I actually think I want to make my bag out of this. So we're gonna pivot because I'm wearing a blue dress and yeah, this is what we're gonna make our bag out of. Got this for Nat Hattie Crafter in the color Robin Egg. Stunning. And then I bought this for Nat Hattie Crafter in the color Moon Dance. I don't have a plan for any of this, but it works up really nicely into like supportive tops. So I'm probably going to do something along the lines of that with this. Not the yarn I thought I was going to be opening here. There should be, let me check. Oh my gosh, hold that thought. My package just got delivered. I'll be right back. Okay, this is the yarn I thought I was just opening for you. This is the Nat Hattie Crafter in the color Soft Gray. My sister is going to Mexico in April. It is July right now, so I have tons of time for this. She wants me to make her a dress to wear, like, I don't know, in Mexico. So I bought, let's see, I'll just tell you exactly what the pattern is. I bought this pattern. It's the Graziella dress. Hope I'm saying that right. From CO Handmade. Also hope I'm saying that right. So that is the plan for this. I'm not getting started on that right now though. So I also may have bought more yarn at Michael's. Crocheting is one hobby, yarn buying is another, as you can tell. I got more of the Big Twist Living yarn in the color Charcoal Variegated. I got 3 of these. I was gonna make a poncho with it, but then I used the Kobu, so don't know what I'm doing with that. I did also get it in the Spirit colorway. Beautiful. And the last one I got was this Bulky Twist Cotton Blend from Loops and Threads in the colorway Sunset Multi. I don't have a plan for this, although I have been saying I want to learn how to knit. Maybe I will double strand 2 of these and do Passionate Kelsey's Chunky Knit Beanie pattern. Maybe that'll be my first knit. I think this would be really cute as a little beanie. And it is 50% cotton and 50% acrylic. So, should be fine for a beanie, you know? I need to get back to work. I have done way too much yarn buying lately for someone who said they were on a yarn buying ban. What are you gonna do, you know? Here is the plan. I'm going to go until I run out of this. We'll see how far it makes it. And then I'm gonna give myself 5 minutes to just rot on my phone. I think that's fair. I'll set a timer and I can rot for 5 minutes. It'll be good. That's the plan. Do you ever just like make a pattern that you've made multiple times or wrote and like you just have such a massive brain fart you just don't know what the fuck is happening? That's me today. Do we think I would crochet faster if I had something to watch? Probably, but I've caught up on literally everyone's YouTube videos. And I am currently, the show I'm rewatching is Jersey Shore. And while I'm a fairly lax mom, I just don't think that's a show to watch around your children. So now, I don't know. I could catch up on family vacation, I guess. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Ooh, I am also in the middle of rewatching the entire Star Wars cinematography. Is that what it's called? I don't know. I'm just a girl. And I'm in the Clone Wars, so that's a good option. Sometimes I have really bad decision paralysis. So, like, I know that I would rather watch a show than just sit here in silence and crochet. But actually making a choice of what show to watch kind of feels like a nightmare. I ran out of yarn with literally this much left in the row, so I would feel really, really silly if I paused there. So I'm going to tie the other cake on, and then honestly, I don't really feel like I need to pause anymore. Now I'm like into the swing of it. So I'm gonna ride that out until my brain literally just decides we're done. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put on a show, talk some yarn, crochet. See you guys when I see you. We almost had a crisis, okay? So I only had 3 cakes of this, okay? This is the Kobu Lion Brand yarn. The first cake that I grabbed was like so like this is obviously cake number 1, and then the cake that I just grabbed was a way different color lot. I mean, like, just looking at them, they were close enough, but I knew it would have irritated me. And I already have clothes in my closet that I've made that I don't wear strictly because the color lots were different, and I just hate how it looks. But I ended up digging to the back of my stash, found this other one, has it in color lots. So we are back in business. Now I just need to find the middle. That was such a clean center pull. As far as the bamboo yarns go that I've used, I much prefer the Kobu versus the silky whatever bullshit from Loops and Threads. That yarn was so fucking splitty it was literally like the worst thing I've ever worked with. It made the project an absolute nightmare to finish. And then I actually hate the drape of it. It was definitely the wrong yarn to use for the project. Whereas I think because this one is 50% cotton or 51% cotton, it just is like less stretchy than just the 100% rayon from bamboo. If you're gonna use a cheap-ish bamboo or bamboo blend, opt for the Kobu instead of the silky soft rayon, whatever the fuck it is called, from Loops and Threads. That's my 2 cents. This one, like, it splits a little bit, but it's not every single friggin' stitch. And with how silky soft that one is, it's so slippery. Like, it was falling off my hook all the time. It was not great. And I would like to think I'm a pretty, maybe not expert, but like definitely advanced crocheter. I worked with some yarns once or twice, you know? And it is heinous. Good morning, you guys. It is the next day. This is day 3 of this project now. This is what we're looking like. I literally have 2 rows left, and then I have to sew it all together, and then it will be done. That's not happening right now, though, because I am taking my kids to a spray park, so I'm not bringing this with me, because I need to record the actual sewing it together part for my pattern that's coming out. And I'm not doing that out in public because I don't want to. I don't think I'm going to take any projects with me. But when I get home, this is going to be finished. And then I'm going to start the dumpling bag. That's the plan for today. Spray park, finish poncho, dumpling bag. Hopefully the dumpling bag is quick and I can also finish that today. Because we are, let's see, it is Thursday and I like to be done recording by Friday, so I don't actually know if we're going to get through all 3 projects this week. That's okay though, especially because the other one is a dress. I might have overshot that. That might be its own vlog. Sometimes I'm a little bit delusional in how long I think things are going to take. Also, I'm really trying to get better at balancing like life with crochet, and I don't want to just sit here all day and crochet. When my kids are in school, it's fine, but they're home for the summer, so I'm going to spend time with them, obviously. Yeah, catch you when I'm back from the spray park. I have officially finished the poncho. I still need to weave my ends in, but other than that, we're done. I don't know as though I'm going to get finished another project today, but I can definitely get started on one. And if I'm being super honest with myself, I think that I was aiming just a little bit too high on wanting to do 3 projects, with one of them being a dress in 4 days, considering today is day 3. Normally I am very, very fast. However, trying to balance everything better. So that is just going to mean the last projects get done per week, which is fun. I've actually finished 16 things for the month of July so far, so I'm happy with it. Maybe we can get it up to 20. If not, I will still be super content with, honestly, even just 16 is pretty impressive. That's 16 brand new things I made this month. 3 of them are sewing projects. Everything else is crochet. So I have crocheted 13 things this month. I think that I want to try it on and just see how it sits in comparison to my other ponchos, because I don't know, it just feels like way more drapey and everything than my other stuff, and it's probably because it's a different yarn, but I'm gonna try it on. It is just like a little bit tighter than the one I made with the big twist acrylic yarn. However, I haven't blocked this or anything, and I do know it's going to stretch out at least a little bit because bamboo kind of stretches. So I think once it's blocked and like relaxes a little bit more, we'll be in business. I think I'm gonna get more wear out of this one just because it's black. So I can go with a lot more than the purples and blues and pinks. So I'm super, super happy I decided to make this. Honestly, I'm obsessed. Let's see how it looks. Let's see. Yeah. Obviously I would wear a different bra, but that's so cute. I could even wear this together. Back on our mission. I think I'm gonna read through the dumpling bag pattern and see if that's what I want to make next. Yeah. Let me pull up the dumpling pattern. This pattern has 43 pages. I don't know if I'm up for that tonight. I just read through the whole pattern. There's like 91 steps. I don't know if I want to do that this week. Fuck. Here's the thing. This is supposed to be the bag I use for the wedding I'm going to. I don't know. I might just be shifting in general. Guys. Okay, you know what? I'm probably just crashing out for no reason. What if, hear me out, what if I just started? It's not that they're hard, they're just tedious. You know what? Here's what's gonna happen. I'm just gonna start. I'm gonna gather all my supplies, and I'm just gonna go for it. I want a dumpling bag. That's the plan. 1,200 meters, 1,300 yards of yarn for this bag. Do I even have that? Let's pause. I'm gonna crash out off camera a little bit. BRB. I did not do any more crocheting last night. I had like a little bit of a crash out. Not even a little bit. It was like kind of a major crash out actually. Over the dumpling bag. In hindsight, not that big of a deal, but it just felt like a lot and I just don't feel up for it right now. So we're pivoting. I would like to have at least one more project finished in this vlog because a singular poncho just ain't the vibe. So we're gonna make a bucket hat. Now, I've never made this bucket hat before and we're just kind of freewheeling it. But as I may or may not have mentioned, we are going to Disneyland in May. I want to make character themed bucket hats for sure my kids, but maybe the grown-ups. My game plan currently is Winnie the Pooh, the like Toy Story aliens, Baymax, and then if I get ambitious, an R2-D2 one. I might also throw in a Mickey Mouse one. I just found a whole bunch and then I went on Search Fiddle and made this little graph for the alien eyes, but then I turned around and realized I don't have those colors that I need to make the alien hat in a cotton yarn. So I'm going to start with Winnie the Pooh, and these are the two colors I've chosen. This is Lily Sugar and Cream in the color Country Red, and this, I don't know. I know it's cotton. I know it's from Michael, so I'm assuming it's loops and thread, but I genuinely don't have a fucking clue what this is. Now, the real question is, do we want to do our Winnie the Pooh like this, where the whole brim is red, or do we want to do it like that, where it's striped? I think I like the whole brim, so that makes it easy. I don't need this right now. And I think I'm going to do half double crochets. We're in business. Crash out averted. I think I'm going to start by making the ears, just so they're like done. Honestly, easy peasy. This is exactly what I needed, I think, to get my Crochet back. What do we think? Is that big enough? I think so. Ear number 2, done. Have our 2 ears. Setting those to the side. My sister's calling. Be right back. I finished my phone call with my sister and I did 3 rows of the like top part of the bucket hat. So I'm gonna keep going. I think I need to get it to like 7-ish. Just doing my regular increases to make it a flat circle. Each row is increasing by 10. Do you think I can get this done in an hour? That would be pretty cool. Bucket hats are usually a 1-day project for me. Like when I just do my regular like 2-stranded bucket hats, they take me about 2 hours. I think the checkered one took me 4, but this is just one color until the brim when I switch off. So I think that I can get it done today. In the next hour, hour and a half. Sounds reasonable. By the looks of it, I have the colors to do literally everything except for the Toy Story alien. Somewhere over the rainbow, I messed up. Okay, I'm gonna count. This is gonna be a fever dream vlog, okay? Oh, I found the culprit. It's way back here. So, my bad, guys. My bad, my bad. Consequence of my own action, you know. This is what happens when I'm supposed to be counting and I'm yapping. The crochet delusion struck again. Remember how I was like, oh, I think I can finish this in an hour? This is what we've accomplished. Literally just the top part of the hat. So, clearly an hour isn't happening. Let's measure. I'm just gonna measure and then I'll know how many rows I need to do. 8 rows. I need 8 rows. So if this took me an hour, it's probably a 3-hour project. I knew that was gonna happen. I've had them for literally a month, and this is my second one to break. Okay, I found my other 4mm. I hate this hook. However, what am I gonna do? I have 2 hooks break on me in a matter of like 12 days. Is honestly kind of insane, and I get it that they're resin and they're gonna be like less heavy duty than like a metal hook, but like, come on, that's insane. That should not be happening. And like the last one, I reached out and they were, I don't want to say great about it because they didn't actually respond to my message, but they did just in fact send me a new hook, which should be arriving today. But like, I don't know. I just, before the replacement for the first hook that broke is even here, a second hook breaks. And like, do I keep reaching out and say, hey, another hook broke? Because at this point, like, I don't want replacements. They're clearly not lasting. So why do I want them to keep sending me replacements that are just going to end up in the garbage? Like, that doesn't really seem that like environmentally conscious to me. Maybe I'll send them an email and just say, hey, here's the deal. Yet another one of my hooks broke. Instead of a replacement, would you be willing to just give me like a partial refund? Is that fair? So, I don't know, this might decrease my time, increase my time on the whole hat situation. So it'll probably be a 4-hour project now. Here I was like, oh, maybe we'll get multiple hats done. The universe has said no. I sent the email off. I attached a picture of the broken hook, so hopefully they'll just give me a refund, because I spent $200 on the case and 6 hooks, and 2 of the hooks have already broken. I'm gonna take a breather, okay? Sort my life out. This is how much I've gotten done on the bucket hat. I'm pretty impressed, but I'm definitely not finishing it tonight. I will get close, but I'm not finishing it. Since I've been doing this hat, I've been thinking about other character hats I could do, and I think it would be really cool to do like a Cheshire Cat one. And then I saw one that is like Mike Wazowski, and then another one that's Sully, and that could be really cool to do. My daughter wants like a ruffly brim, so that's what we're doing here. And then we will be one hat done and dusted. Probably finish this row, and then it's time to go. We're going to Taste of Edmonton tonight with my sister-in-law and her partner. I have to get ready for that, and then we have to drop our kids off at my mom's house for a sleepover, and then head out and meet them. It is a few days later. I ended up finishing the hat almost entirely off camera, but this is it. I am so happy with how it turned out. I cannot wait to make a bajillion more. I'm not sure if I like how I attach the ears or not, but I also don't know a better way to do it. I've also never made like a ruffly bucket hat before, but that's what my daughter wanted, so that's what she's getting. So to recap, we have this poncho that we completed this week, this hat. I definitely overestimated how much I could do given the actual working time that I had. It's okay though, we're gonna pivot and it'll be fine. I think going forward, I'm gonna focus solely on cutie little character bucket hats because that's really just like lighting me up right now, and that's how I get the most done, is when it's a project I really want to work on. So that's what we're gonna do. This is what I have left from the initial cake in the yellow, and I literally don't even know where the red cake is. Anyway, that is all for this week's vlog. It is Sunday, so I need to get this edited and make a thumbnail and ready to upload for Tuesday. If you enjoyed watching, hit the like button. If you want to see more of me, subscribe and turn on your alerts. I'm so happy to have you guys here. Let me know what character bucket hats you want to see next. Love you guys.